Okay, guys. Welcome to another episode of Tap. Today, I'm here with
Laura.
And we have a special guest.
Yeah, yo, it's your boy Manny.
Cheese. Thanks for coming through.
Hey, appreciate
that. We're going to hop into some golden nuggets. So here are the rules. I'm going to give you them right now. Right. So we have 3 different topics. Yeah. And each topic has 5 questions. Okay. You need to get at least 3 of these questions. Okay. To get nuggets. These golden nuggets.
Golden nuggets, all right.
If you get less than that. Okay. Vinegar.
I get the vinegar.
Yeah, the vinegar. Yeah? Okay, so I'm going to give you the topics. We have general knowledge. Okay. We have guess the song. Okay. So we're going to give you a couple of lyrics. And then we have variable M, which is every single answer starts with the letter M. So it's just random questions. And then, they all start with the letter M. So which one are you trying to pick?
I've got 5.
Yeah, you got 5 questions in each.
In each?
Yeah. So guess. But you can pick one.
Pick one.
By the way, with the lyric one, are you gonna sing the 2? Like you
gonna
sing
I'm not listening. I'm just gonna read it.
That's hard, you know, because sometimes you can't envisage it.
All right, cool. But, I'll go with general knowledge first.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Let's see. I really don't know how this will go. So. Let's just hope this is enough. Okay. Question 1: how many days does it take for the Earth to orbit the Sun?
How many days does it take for the Earth
to orbit the Sun?
To orbit the Sun. That's an easy question, nah. That's mad easy. Come on.
What is it?
Yeah, that's.
What is it then?
Wait, how many days does I just need to process it. You know what this is a trick question.
Show your work.
So the day, what? Isn't it once a day, isn't it?
No.
I mean, I swear it's like.
No.
I swear. Wait, hold up.
Wait, let's give him a minute.
Yeah, let's repeat the question.
Okay.
Repeat the question.
Let's do it again. How many days does it take for the Earth to orbit the Sun?
So this is the Sun right here, yeah? No, this is the Sun right here, yeah?
And then we're orbiting
it. And the Earth is orbiting the Sun like that.
That's right.
Word up.
How many days was that? How many days was that?
How many days was that?
It's a year.
How many days though?
I mean, 365.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. It's a long time coming, but you got there. You got there.
He got there.
He knew that. He was just trying to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, second question. In Cockney rhyming slang, what is a dog and bone?
It's a dog and bone?
Yeah. It's dog and bone.
What's a dog and bone? It's a slang. Yeah.
Yeah. What is the slang for?
A dog and bone.
No.
This is this your answer?
Can I go to another category? Can I?
You can't do it. Once you do that, you're locked in.
Is it?
You're locked in.
Locked in.
Dog and bone. You don't know I grew up in Nigeria.
No, a little Cockney rhyming slang.
You know, like apples and pears. There's
dog and bone.
Dog and bone with a crime.
Google Chrome, no. Okay, we'll give you
What is it?
It's a phone.
With a phone.
Yeah, I was gonna say an iPhone. I was gonna say an iPhone.
With
you know,
why an iPhone?
Because
it did not exist
because
this time period.
But it rhymes. I was actually gonna say Apple, like as a suggestion.
Okay. Are you gonna suggest?
Yeah,
you trying to get me to eat?
No, I didn't know. You see how I said apples and pears.
Can I call it friend for my next one?
No, sorry, this is not.
I thought it was
on your own. Okay, this is an easy one.
Man.
In the United Kingdom, what is the day after Christmas known as?
The UFC.
Okay.
Boxing Day. Come on, baby.
2.
Come on,
so you need to get
baby.
just one more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy.
What is your body's largest organ?
My body's largest organ, you know. This one, right?
Joseph, no,
is it the lung? I mean, is it?
It's the skin.
It's the skin.
You got one more.
One
more. This is do or die.
Damn.
Okay. Which Central American country has a name which translates to English as the Savior?
Ha! Cool, baby. Hey. The
Savior.
The Savior. It must be one that is down south because those people like Jesus. So Is
The Jesus.
It's not Alabama. Is it Alabama?
Whoa.
No, that's not a state. Sorry, you know.
It's a country. Testing the waters.
Yeah,
it's a country.
It's a country.
It's a country.
Oh, Central America. Central America.
Yeah, it's different vibes.
So it's not South America.
No, it's in the center.
Center of America.
Yeah.
The USA or America?
America.
Let's make it clear.
America.
It's in Latin America.
It's Latin.
There you go.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
It's not Cuba. Is it Cuba? It's Mexico.
No. You know it's over. It's over. It's El Salvador.
I knew it.
That guy is a liar.
I knew that.
You did not know that.
Do I get a second chance?
No.
The vinegar's waiting for you, though.
It's staring.
The vinegar's calling your name. It said, Manny.
Are we allowed to do shots in church? Oh.
Just drink it.
Because
Just drink.
This is not good branding, you know.
Just waiting for you.
So which one am I?
Just
The one that has
the one that has
the gold.
No, the one that's empty. That one is empty. It's that one.
It has the golden. It's not golden nuggets. It's golden.
That's just golden.
It's just golden.
That's just golden.
It was El Salvador.
Kept playing.
Am I meant to take it in doses?
No,
just drink it.
That's what we did, and
We
we had
shot
more
it.
actually last time.
Have you shot it? Yeah, you have your water as well.
Tequila.
I know it's strong. No, I feel for him because you know you can taste it before you even. He's gone. Woo! That's what I do. Woo! I'm like woo every time. It gets to you. And you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna settle. It's gonna settle.
Stop.
Let him experience it.
Tasty.
And that tap water doesn't help.
Oh, that's vile. Oh my! I'm just tasting it now. Oh my goodness.
White hand, can we have our nuggets, please? Oh, black hand.
The black
can
hand.
we have our...
We're honoured.
Black hand, can we have our nuggets, please?
While Manny recovers.
Yeah. Do you want ketchup, mayonnaise, or barbecue sauce?
Barbecue, nice.
I'm not really a barbecue sauce gal, to be honest.
Thank you. We really appreciate it. Loving that. Thank you, Black Hand. Appreciate that. They are smelling rather scrumptious.
Fresh.
Fresh.
Crispy. Juicy.
Did you... flavours it.
The flavor will come in stuff.
You can hear that.
Anyway, we're going to move on to our next...
Have you recovered?
Very good.
Let's go. Let's do it. There's no more vinegar, right?
Oh, yeah, there's none.
Okay, cool. Dang. That is tragic. So were you going to do it if I got the third one?
Yeah.
Dang.
She's already done it.
El Salvador, yeah.
I knew it.
What's the other one you got wrong?
The other one he got wrong. It was Cockney rhyme slang.
Oh.
Dog and bone. Fine.
Okay.
Are we playing another game? No.
No. It's just.
Could I find out what was in the other questions?
Oh yeah,
So
I
to see
know.
if I had a living chance.
Alright, cool. So guess a song. One of the songs. We would just tell you the songs. Kirk Franklin.
No, actually.
Oh.
Say it.
Okay.
Question.
Guess the song is "But when the Father sees the prodigal's face, he will hold him, and will give him amazing grace."
Oh, that's scripture.
So that was Kirk Franklin.
Yeah, beautiful grace.
Beautiful grace. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I just want to lay in my bed. Don't feel like picking up the phone, so leave a message at the tone.
Ooh.
Oh,
Bruno Mars.
Are you playing the game? No, I'm joking. It's cool. But yeah.
I need a savior who will put me back together. I need a friend, a comforter till the end, because I've been heartbroken.
Nah.
Beloved.
Nah.
Heartbroken.
Yeah, I know Beloved. That's my friend, but still.
Yeah.
Oh, Beloved music.
Mhm.
Oh, I know her.
Heartbroken.
I know
Don't want to waste my time. Armed and dangerous, so the devil just can't hang with us.
Oh. Is that Lecrae?
Yeah. Don't waste your life. What are you gonna say when he questions you, looks you in the eye? What are you gonna do? Wait, no. Where are you gonna go to? What are you gonna say when he questions you, looks you in the eye? Where are you gonna go to? Luke November.
Luke, there you go.
Oh, wow.
Shout out to Luke.
And then is which biblical character is referred to as the baby in the bushes? Bulsher. Bulrushes.
Bushes.
The bushes.
What baby?
Yeah. Moses.
Oh, dang. Oh, yeah, this is the M game, innit?
Yeah, he didn't look like. I don't think you had a fighting chance. Anyway, formerly known as Bombay, what is India's largest city?
Mumbai.
Yeah, Mumbai.
I don't think that's
Okay.
right.
The next one is who am I? So okay, this person was born in the 70s. She uses the ad-lib misdemeanor in her songs. She's worked with Janet Jackson, Beyonce, Lecrae, and Keisha
Missy
Cole.
Elliott.
Yeah, and there's a helix piercing, Missy Elliott. Which is the last book of the Old Testament?
Easy.
You was answer it.
Malachi.
Yeah. I used to think it was Malachi, bro.
Malachi.
I thought it was Igbo. Okay. And the last one is, this word is defined as vocal or instrumental sounds combined in such a way as
Melody.
to produce. To
Melancholy.
produce beauty of form, melody, and expression of emotion.
Melancholy.
No, just music.
Oh.
Gotcha. Alright, cool. Let's go to the next.
I wouldn't have got none of them.
Yeah, no fighting. I thought they were easy. I was like, I might drink today, you know. Next 7.
You set me up. That's alright. That's cool.
Okay. So we're gonna move on to the get to know you part of this portion. Don't worry, no more vinegar. No more vinegar. Okay. So, first question: what would be in your starter pack?
What would be in my starter pack?
Yeah.
Right, man. Are these four options? 4 objects?
Yeah, 4, 5.
4, 5.
Ooh, caps.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I always have a cap on me.
Why?
No cap. What else? Dang, this is hard, you know. I never thought of a Manny starter pack.
Now's the time.
Sheesh. Throw right back at you. What's in your starter pack?
Raw, you didn't even finish yours.
Yeah. What's in your starter pack?
He said you. He didn't mention me
Okay.
at all. No one's actually asked this, actually. So.
There you go.
Yeah, probably like music. Probably my phone, because my phone has like my Bible on it. Has my music. Apple Pay. Yeah.
Your whole life.
Yeah. Basically, I'd put in a pillow because I like to sleep.
You can sleep anywhere.
Anywhere.
I don't need a pillow. That's how much I love sleep.
Is it? I
could
can't
sleep-
do that unless it's
I
like
don't
my bed
need
or
one.
comfier.
I could sleep on this table, right?
I don't sleep with a pillow, you know.
You don't?
No.
You just on the mattress?
Your neck is suffering.
No, like I like it. I like
Your
it.
neck
But,
is suffering.
She's like all one
I
level.
feel
Word
awkward.
up.
I feel awkward when I have a pillow. Like I feel like,
Damn.
why is my neck like this? Like why must I feel like this? That's what I feel like. I don't like it.
I hear that. But I'm with the phone, so I'll grab that.
Yeah.
I'll take the
Yeah, that.
phone. No, what about you?
Yeah, I think my phone would be in there too.
He's
Not
just-
because I necessarily even use it like that, but yeah, because of music. I'm into different genres,
Yeah.
so I'm just always using it. And then probably a book of some sort.
Okay. What kind of book? What kind of genre?
Well, I
you
read a lot
into?
about like history.
Okay.
So like right now I'm reading about the Haitian Revolution.
Okay.
So it'd probably be that book. Probably a scarf.
Yeah, always got a headscarf on.
Yeah.
Maybe your glasses.
Yeah. Because I can't. Yeah. No function. Yeah, probably that. So I think that's it. That's my 4.
All
right now.
I should put my glasses in there, but I don't wear them enough.
I rate people that like they don't need to see like that.
Yeah.
I'm good. I got 20/20, baby. You know.
Soon come back later.
You still don't finish, you know, also you still have like 2 or 3 more outings to put in.
Alright, cool. Let's make this quick. Say a cat.
Phone.
Put a phone in there. Maybe my favorite snack or something. I do like chocolate. I love chocolates. Yeah.
I'm not really
right
into
now,
chocolate.
I'm super obsessed with Maltesers.
Oh no, yeah, I like things that are not just chocolate. Like they have a little bit of in them because sometimes it can feel a bit sickly.
But
with Maltesers it has a bit of something else in there. Biscuits.
So Malteser, has been my chocolate of late. I go through phases. Before that was probably dairy milk.
Okay.
But yeah, what else? And I would say a friend.
Okay.
There you go. We're checking a friend.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Who are you listening to, like, music-wise?
Music-wise, you know what's so funny? So crazy. I haven't been listening to anything lately.
That's it.
Yeah, really.
But what's like your favorite genre though? If you could pick favorite, I don't personally have a favorite, but
I'll say it'll usually be rap, R&B, Afrobeats. Just the fusion of it all, like just different sonics and sounds. But yeah, that'll be me.
Okay. What is your...
Rema is killing though, actually.
Rema? Yeah.
Rema?
Rema.
Oh, Rema. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
He's
He's
just doing music.
Yeah.
He's just doing music.
Yeah. There you go.
It's great.
So, next question. What is your most embarrassing moment?
Ooh.
Expose yourself.
Every walking day of my life is embarrassing. I have embarrassing moments every day. Dang. You know when you have too many to pick, you don't even know what.
Yeah, it's an array. It's an array. You're just flicking through the catalogue.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stick with that answer, but there's a lot. Stick around with me long enough, you'll see.
Yeah. Even walking, you just trip. Random.
All the time.
Random.
All the time.
Okay. What is the last picture on your camera?
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, I want to see.
Interesting.
Let's see. Hope I don't get myself in trouble,
We are in church.
In church.
Let's see what's on my camera roll. Should I be so forthcoming that I don't even check it? I allow you check.
Okay, cool. Let's see that.
Oh,
risky.
Oh.
Wait, no.
Now you're lost.
No, I'm lost. Hold on, let me go to the...
No, is that the front? Is on the first page?
Oh.
Yeah. Camera roll, like third, probably the third app.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, your storage is full.
Wow.
Your storage is full too. It's a screenshot.
It's a screenshot of Donald Lawrence. Yeah. A song, Ultimate Relationship.
Yeah.
By
6 song.
Nice.
Yes.
I got an extra question though.
What's that?
You went to uni.
Yes, sir.
What was your struggle meal?
Ooh.
Indomie and ice, baby.
Ice? I've seen ice and bread, but not Indomie and ice.
Well, like ice in the Indomie or like ice on the side.
Separate meals, you hear me? So yeah, sure.
Oh, that starter and main.
The main, you hear me? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gotta experience the water a bit differently, you hear me? So you feel,
Yeah.
Yeah. Because water's a bit too basic. So you gotta freeze it up and then...
different properties.
A little bit of texture.
We're going to move on to Waffle of the Week.
Yes,
Waffle of the Week is just a random topic.
Okay.
Things that we've seen in the week or whatnot. And we want to talk about. So I saw this tweet.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting.
What's that?
I have my, obviously, opinions, but I want to get you guys' opinions. So this person said, and I quote,
And she goes.
I believe sex isn't the most intimate thing, conversation is. If I give you my body, I can take it back. But if I give you my thoughts, you walk away with the real piece of me. You walk away with what's under my skin. You walk away with what I am intimate with myself about.
Oh, wow. That's a hot take, ain't it?
Spicy take.
But how do you take the body back?
Yeah, that was my question. But that was my question. I was like, but you already given it, so
given the body.
I guess you can discontinue the subscription.
So you can like,
but
you know what I'm saying?
you can like revoke it.
But you can revoke. You can take it back though.
You know?
And I think that like obviously conversation is a big thing though. That's obviously, again, it's like part of you is what's under your skin, like they said. But I think that like they do two different things. Like you're still giving yourself, but in two different ways.
Yeah, they're both intimate. Like you don't have to
pick one over the other. Yeah,
they're both intimate. So
yeah, defo. But like in terms of like conversations with the people, has there been times where you've like held back, or like a stage in your life where you're like, I'm just kind of no longer having all these open conversations with loads of people?
Well, I've been flowing like a tap. I've been very open, because I've had to be. I don't know if it's helping anymore, but yeah, I don't mind. I share. Yeah.
I'm very closed off. I can't lie.
What, from the beginning of time?
Yeah, I feel like you have to be my friend to open up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
to
for
get
sure.
deep stuff, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
no, for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm like somewhere in the middle. Like I feel like I talk to anyone really, and I feel like I'd talk about any topic. But I think that obviously there are just rooms to the house that you kind of just look away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like to share because I feel like either it can help someone or, I mean, sometimes you talk and you don't realize that you're actually like, you realize things about yourself when you talk.
Yeah.
Because I talk aloud like a lot to myself.
Oh my gosh,
And I just be talking as if I'm having a conversation with me, myself, and I.
Yeah.
No,
And then I'm like, oh my days, that's why this, or oh my days, I didn't really like vocalize how I felt in that way, but I realized that's why I'm saying that, or that's why I'm doing that, or I feel like a lot of people do like weird things, but then I don't like talk to yourself, but like
oh my gosh,
I'm not
my
really scared to
I'm
say.
so weird. Like
Is
they're
it?
always like, no. When I was younger,
It's mad awkward when
they used to be
someone
like, "Why are you talking to yourself?" Like they used to shout like, I used to be in my room, I used to have like full blown conversation with
Oh
myself.
my gosh, this is what you
like,
did
just
today?
thinking out loud.
Yeah.
But then they'll be like, Jemima, you're talking to yourself. And I'll be like, oh.
I know. That's what I meant today.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I
that's
feel
nice
like a
to
lot
know.
of people do things that you think are weird,
weird,
but
but
really
it's
and truly it's just
normal.
things that we do.
I think ever since becoming a leader, it's like sometimes you have to when a kid's like, the right time to open up because that could help them. Then that's kind of what I've learning to do. Like when we had that relationship series and we were talking about pornography.
Yeah.
And then it was like we was upstairs in the panel.
Yeah.
And it was like sometimes you actually just have to open up because you don't know what like anybody's holding back and it can really help them.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I guess so.
And I think we'll talk about sometimes you can go to like a leader or something and then like you like basically done the wrong thing again. Yeah. And then you're like, oh, how am I gonna talk to them again about this thing? But then I was saying to them like it happens, and like the best thing for you to do is not like go into your show again, but to just free that. So even things like that, I think that like it's good for them to know that, because often like it feels like, oh, like once you talk to someone like the situation's over, like it's done. But no, it's actually like a journey. Yeah, and you have to keep topping up that thing. So yeah. That's all from me and my waffle of the week.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to our big topic now, which is about self-doubt.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first question I have: what do you think causes self-doubt?
You know what's so funny? Shout out to Laura, when you hit me up and you told me the question, the topic of the day. I was like, wow, I was probably the right guest for this. Just because I think I have a degree in self-doubt at this point. My goodness.
Degree.
I think a lot of things can cause self-doubt. Everyone has, I guess, different starting points. For me, I don't know, I think there's a variety of things. I feel like certain maybe inconsistencies can cause self-doubt, false identities, or that identities in like your foundation in wrong places. Just doubt. Like, I think as well, when you grow, depending on who you are, like you could be pessimistic, you could be an optimistic person, but I think sometimes time as well, and when you age, certain beliefs, like relearning things and struggle, like there's a lot of things that can create that. But
I definitely think that's a good point though. With like getting older, I feel like you dream a lot as a kid. And then when you get older, you're like, oh, this is reality. I'm adulting. You're trying to adult. And you're like, oh, it seems like I can't do this and I can't do that anymore. And I got to put that on the back burner because I got this and this now. So sad times.
Yeah, like life catches up to you. And you think you're going to be somewhere, and then you think, okay, by this age, I would have accomplished this. And then you're like, you're not even on the first one. Or like, when you compare yourself to how other people your age are doing as well, I think that can cause mad.
And I think there's a huge like mark on like 30. Being 30 is like you're done now. You're done. Like you have to do everything by 30. Otherwise, like
your life is over.
Like
what have you really
you're
done?
an adult and you haven't done anything. Like,
it's crazy.
That's not even half your life, like
At all.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy. So, like, what are some of your struggles with self-doubt, and how did you like kind of get out of that space of, you know, thinking like negatively like that?
Well, have you even got out of that? Have you even got out of it?
That's what I was gonna say. So I'll answer in reverse. No.
All right.
I'm still on the
journey.
battlefield. It's a daily struggle at this point. So again, it's interesting that I'm sitting there speaking, but I feel like I'm not even. I guess I'm equipped in some level of degree, but I'm not equipped to give solutions because I'm still in it. But so I think this is even more for me than it is for maybe even the listeners. But yeah, in terms of self-doubt, my struggles, no, it's just a lot of things. I feel like how I've kind of processed or like analyzed maybe where this kind of come from. I've always been someone who's like super like impulsive or like creative and super, you know, impulsive, like starting off things and you know what. And I've always been good at a lot of things I've started. I've always had a lot of support. But I've always struggled. Well, what I found was that I struggled with like continuing. So I'd always be a great star, but the finishing. You know? So I can go on, I can give a whole context, but we don't have time for that. But cutting through, long story short, I just felt like there's been times where there was a moment where I realized, for example, okay, there's a pattern here. So trying to then revert that and try and learn a different way, and like planning wasn't always something that came natural to me. So like learning to plan and it not really being my forte. Coming to terms with that and like struggling with that, and now being in a point where I struggle to even start because I don't want to end up starting and not finishing, but also like struggling to have a plan. So it's kind of like being stuck in there. So there's a tension there, and it causes a lot of doubt. You know,
so are you more like a free flowing sort of?
Naturally, I think,
So you just do things on like, oh, I'm feeling up to it today.
Boom. So that was how I usually would operate. Again, I think the tide has changed because I realized that, and I kind of wanted to like, okay, work through it, and like I was like, okay, I'm a bit too much lenient on this side. Let me try and maybe plan more. And yeah, now it's just kind of stuck. There's a stuckness because it's like, so there's a lot of like when you stop as well, like when you're not in the flow of things anymore, you're not consistent with things. It kind of knocks on your confidence because you don't have that.
The momentum's kind of gone. Wait, do you normally like work with like other people, or is it just kind of like you do things solo?
Yeah, so I think I was doing a lot of my things solo for a while. So And it worked again for times that I was doing it. I just think I just got to a point where I became more aware, and then I think I also got a bit more self-critical, overly self-critical.
All right,
So I'll nitpick at
tiny little things.
Yeah, everything. To the point where it's like, okay, it kind of had. I think there's an element of being critical that's good, but I think there's going overboard kind of just kills things. So yeah, just working through all of that.
Yeah, I find I'm like very, very similar in that way. Like even when I plan things, like I love planning, but then the plan always kind of just gets, because I'm like, oh, I plan to do this on like.
It just doesn't go.
Yeah, I have like a planner, and a lot of things get crossed out because I'm like, oh, I want to do this and this and this, and then it gets the day and I'm like, I'm not feeling it. Yeah. But then it's just like randomly I get like a surge of like, oh, I want to do this. I'm like on it. I'm so alert. But I think like working in a group sometimes helps because there's some people that they're just good at planning, so you kind of like.
And they're good at following through as well.
Yeah, they're good at following through, so you kind of just come through and like I feel like your focus then goes to like more the creative side. Whereas they take the more like planning side, and it kind of balances out that sometimes. But I guess like it doesn't always work because sometimes you just want to do things on your own, or it's just a thing like projects you just want to do on your own. So it's kind of like then it's like it gets spicy again.
And it's just like being able to commit to a process, like like, like there's again like I've started a lot of things and a lot of things have gone well, but it's like okay. Again, like I just felt there was a moment where I think reality just hit. Like I think I lived in a bubble, in my own bubble for God knows how long. But I think there was just a moment where it just hit, where I was like, okay, I need to kind of like maybe pick a lane or do this and do that and third. And it's like breaking free from those previous patterns. It's just been work in progress. Hopefully it's been a progress.
So like, how did you come to that realization about yourself?
Again,
it was just random self-reflection.
Just random. Life hits like you just start to notice like some of the errors.
Do you think self-reflection is like always purposeful? Is it like random, or is it like a mixture of both?
Probably. Everything has purpose for sure. Like what I hope, even though I hope from because it's been a long journey. It's not like a day, 2 months. It's been a mighty long journey now. But what I hope from it is that it's purposeful. That God has something on the other side that I realize and I can now march forward like strong. But yeah, I'm still finding that out and working that out, and there's a lot of times where I'm kind of like, okay, what we doing here?
Yeah.
But you just gotta hope in it.
Yeah.
On the reflection thing though, I think that it just comes like a time in your life. It could be like something's happened, or it could be just like your age. I think reflecting. I feel like people just sit down with themselves because they just randomly realize, and then they're like, oh, like I can see a pattern here. Yeah. Like whereas like a couple of days ago, it's kind of like just living your life. And that's just how we do. Yeah. But like, would you say that like the way you reflect is quite like strategic? Like you pick a day to like sit down and think, or
I think it's a mixture because sometimes I'll just wake up and I realize something about myself, or I'll just catch like no, like let's say I'm having a conversation and then like I feel like I'm in the third person. Like I feel
you're having a conversation with yourself.
They're like I'm having a conversation with somebody or something, and I can just feel like sometimes I get like derealization. I just feel like, oh, okay, is this what I'm doing? Is this what we're doing? And then I'll take the time to be purposeful and to like reflect deeper about why I'm like this or what's going on. Jemima, like,
wake up.
Yeah.
But would you attribute that to the Holy Spirit?
Yeah, definitely. I think sometimes God is just trying to tell you stuff.
Yeah, especially at the right time.
Be like, wake up.
Wake up. Now I hear it.
Facts, yeah, I think so.
So, he said something about... It's gone from my head now.
Before you get to your question, I'm curious. So when when you guys deliberated on the topic, why did you pick me?
Oh,
Laura.
No, I've been following you for a while. I feel like with YouTube from years ago, Ask the Man Dem, stuff like that. Yeah. So even the podcast or like things you've been doing on radio, and I think like I said, the one that you did on like fathers, the one that you did on SARS really good. The one you did on self-doubt was really good. Okay, so I thought, let's like delve deeper into.
So that makes sense. Yeah, I see your correlation.
As we're like doing like different topics, we planned out like
topics. We made a list of like we made a list before
at some point.
Yeah, but we weren't sure like which one, and then this came up, and then Laura was like,
a lot of things are like changing people's lives. Like, oh, where'd I go here? And I think again that realization of like, oh, I'm getting older, and what do I want to do in my life? And like your dreams they almost kind of seem like they're smaller than they used to be. It's kind of just like an encouragement to just keep going. And God has a plan in it. So.
Or like it feels like you're walking in the unknown. Like it kind of, sometimes I just feel like I'm walking in a pitch black room and I don't know what's going on.
Self-doubt's just sweeping your legs.
Yeah, and I'm just like, do I even like, where am I? Where am I?
No, honestly, bro, I know it's meant to be like a hopeful, like, but I'll be living that.
No, it's a conversation. This is a conversation.
I feel like it's just being real, because I feel like a lot of the time we can all pretend that life is dandy. Yeah. And sometimes like we kind of pick on the topics that are so like everyone talks about it.
Yeah.
Because it's like everyone knows that that's what we all struggle with together, but there's like specific things that like people don't really want to get into sometimes.
Yeah, like last week, or last episode when we did relationships, it wasn't just like, oh, it's before marriage, it was like, what is it really like? What is marriage like? Let's unpack that.
Like, what is it like in terms of, a lot of people be like, oh, the first 5 years of marriage is like, and like it's kind of like, what does that mean though? Like what happens in those 5 years where it's kind of like, like what's happening? Like you're growing together, but okay, like how does that kind of feel like in your experience? And I feel like people don't really get to see that like zoomed in.
Because I feel like a lot of topics people look at it like, it's over there.
It's like painting. It's just like there, but sometimes you have to
experience
look
it
at
4D.
The brushes and.
No, I rate that. I'll look forward to hearing that, just because even not to be thingy, answer if you will, but how many of you have seen like marriage up close? Like, did you guys grow up in 2-parent households?
I did,
yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Because something like I didn't, so I don't know.
What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I have a picture.
Yeah.
But I don't.
From like your friends or like.
Not even that. Like I remember having a conversation with a friend probably like last year or 2 years ago maybe. And being on the phone and literally, I can't remember what we were talking about, but coming to an epiphany of like, right, like I actually don't know married couples. I don't know like close enough. Like I don't know what marriage looks like close enough. Like no.
Yeah. To see like every single day, like just to observe like mum and dad do like in the kitchen talking about blah blah.
Last episode was really insightful. Like there's a lot of things where it's just like you're learning as I'm speaking. I'm like, oh
yeah, because even things like I asked the question where it's like this person is like not necessarily a stranger, but you don't know them in that way. Like I feel like a lot of people like you don't know someone until you live with them. Yeah. And obviously it's just like it's getting to know someone completely in a different way. Yeah. And I feel like that is, I guess, scary. Yeah. Because it's like, who's this like person just always in my space? It was never there before.
And it's crazy, especially as Christians. It's different for us as well, specifically because I mean, for the most part, consensusly. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Most Christians will probably advise to not live, to not cohabitate before marriage. So it's like now
it's completely like
because like maybe if you're in the world, like you guys have had a bit of time to spend together, but now it's like it just changes completely. Like, one day you're and the next day you're living together.
And the Flo, like one of our guests, Flo, was like, I guess like obviously getting to know them, it isn't necessarily that they're a stranger, because at some point you then kind of you feel a bit like awkward without them kind of thing. You get to know them so much that you're like, oh, I don't know, like they're not here. It feels a bit weird. So I guess it's kind of like just being in that situation. I guess you got to feel it.
Yeah.
But it's good to know though.
Yeah, the episode is out now.
But in terms
YouTube.
of like, but how has that like affected you in terms of like not being able to see that like up close, like marriage kind of thing?
I don't know. I don't think it's something that weighs on me currently. Maybe when we'll cross that bridge when I'm ready to settle down. But that might actually, I hope not. But talking on self-doubt and tying it maybe with self-doubt, like those are the kind of things that probably can produce self-doubt, because it's like,
oh, I don't know.
You don't know.
This.
Like,
so how is it gonna work?
You know, and I think that's just in general, like with people, like every stage of life, every new stage of life that you walk into, it's a new territory. So you're gonna doubt in one way or another.
Yeah.
So I'm sure everyone who gets married probably doubts themselves, like, oh, can I, you know, the expectations of marriage. But like, yeah, I think hopefully, again, I hope it doesn't like cause an added thingy, but yeah,
barrier.
it could, like, in the sense of like, I don't know, I haven't seen it. But I do think going into some solutions, I think community helps. I feel like just in general, tackling self-doubt, and even with the previous conversation of marriage, I think that could help as well. Because like, if I'm surrounded by people like-minded people who are married and who have the experience and get to see up close, then I kind of can prepare myself.
Yeah,
you know,
you can ask questions,
see up close, and etc. And that could apply with any other area of life.
Yeah, I think. So one of the D's and Q's that we got
are dilemmas and questions
that people send in.
Yeah.
So one of them is, what is the difference between self-doubt and anxiety?
I think.
What do you think it is?
I think self-doubt can cause anxiety.
Yeah.
So I think that's a cause and effect type thing. So, the effect of anxiety, we'll probably have to pull up a dictionary. I wouldn't want to butcher it, but
You got it.
yeah, I can grab it.
I know it's a feeling. It's a mental health. It depends. There's extremes and there's, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like it starts in your mind, but like your whole like just system feels shaken. So it's like, it's like it now becomes like emotional, and like it's not just like cognitive. It's like they work together in that way.
Yeah, definitely think that self-doubt can definitely lead to anxiety.
Yeah, for sure.
Or like when self-doubt gets so overwhelming, that's when you become like anxious and like you start questioning everything about yourself, not just like certain situations.
Yeah. So self-doubt is a lack of confidence in oneself and one's abilities. And I think it's that it starts with the thinking part, because I was doing psychology in A-level, and we were looking at anxiety, and it's kind of like thinking about, it's similar to depression in that like you think about like the future before it's even there, like or you think about like the past before, well you can't really do anything about the past really. So it's kind of like all these thoughts in your head, it's like repeating, okay, like so something's happened in the past, is it going to repeat again? But you don't know because you haven't been there. But in the same way, you kind of want to be like cautious.
That's so it's crazy because I think I understand this. So it's weird because it's like it's balancing using, because your past is there for a reason, but it's like your past informs you for
what's to happen,
or you can use your past to inform you. And it's like, for me, what I've struggled with is that, again, just dwelling on the thoughts of like maybe like past failures.
Yeah.
Or like, and it's weird because on the outside, like, or even when I speak to others, like people don't see them as failures, or people don't, or
they don't think
a lot of things like on the outside, everything's fine for me. Like genuinely, like I thank God for everything, right?
Yeah.
I don't have but there's so much mental turmoil because my mind is playing on a lot of past stuff. So it's like that description is quite accurate because it just informs, and your mind, if you don't pattern it right, it plays on those thoughts.
It keeps replaying.
It keeps replaying, or it tries to hold you back. So, I just think, you just need to battle those thoughts and bring it to the forefront and like.
Definitely. Yeah. And I think sometimes you've got to remind yourself of all things that have happened that's good though.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's like a lot of people say if you get like maybe in the comment section, it's like 100 good things, that one bad thing, you're gonna be like, my life is over. I'm rubbish. I'm not doing this again. Yeah. So we tend to like sort of focus on the negative things. Yeah. And sometimes you lose sight of all the amazing things that's happened. All the amazing things you can do.
Yeah. 100.
Yeah. You got any more D's and Q's?
No.
I got one. My one is, do I live a life I don't love because I'm worried about what people will think?
Ooh. I think so. Well, wait, hold up. Repeat that.
Yeah.
Do I live a life I don't love because I'm worried about what people will think?
Okay. Yeah, I think 100% like other people's perceptions, if you hold it a bit too high, because there's gonna be 1,000,001 opinions and 1,000,001 ideas, and if you hold their opinions or you weight a bit too high above maybe your own or above God's, like you're definitely gonna be, drowned by,
the noise
and anxiety. Like that's one thing. Like social media, for example, that kind of like having a tough time. Not me personally, but just observing it, just like the value of it. Because, like, for example, like Twitter.
Twitter, man.
Exactly, right? You're laughing for a reason because like, there's so many thoughts and opinions. And I found, for example, that I'm sure everyone can attest to this. I'm sure you sometimes you're scared to tweet, right? Like, or you double check or triple check in your mind or while you type.
You gotta read the room, many rooms, hella rooms.
You gotta read like the lines, or did I say that in a way that like because of how people think, and it almost I've sensed it like even just affecting how you think on a regular, because you're just like, is this like thought gonna get me cancelled, or is this thought gonna it's like you're walking on eggshells, and it's like I can't imagine just living that, because like for the most part of your life, because you're constantly thinking about what others are gonna think. Like people are gonna disagree with you, it's fine. Yeah. But I just think that we've gotten to a point, especially in society, or maybe social media has just made it look like this. But like everything is just so polarizing, and everything, if you disagree with someone, is hate, or it's like when you start internalizing that, I just think it does a lot of damage. So just don't, like, to some degree, like, when we're social creatures, we should care about people. We should care about how you're perceived to some degree.
What you're saying.
Yeah, what you're saying, but at the same time, don't idolize it. Like, don't become don't take it on, like,
Don't let it become, like, more than God.
Yeah. And I think it's like, it's going back to, like, what you said about, like, criticism. Like, there's a part of it where it's like good, because it kick starts you into thinking, like rethinking about what you're doing, but then sometimes it's just over, and it's just finding that balance. Yeah. Like there's a time for this, there's a time for that. Like sometimes it's okay. Like take off the batteries from the clock, man. It's the time. It's the time.
100%. So.
But yeah.
I've got a D and Q.
Okay.
I've got a personal D and Q. So. Do you guys struggle with self-doubt? Or,
yeah.
From time to time. Is it bad, or it's like,
nah,
you guys ain't got nothing to worry about, man. You guys are breezy, man. Come on, man. You guys are Gucci. Come on.
No, I think sometimes it, like, your thoughts can be overwhelming. Yeah. But I think I always have, like, because it's like when I talk to me, myself, and I, I'm always coming from different perspectives of things. So I can never think of something at one angle. Yeah. So if something bad happens, there's always that little voice that's like, okay, but this though. Yeah, okay. So like I always have that balance there. Yeah.
I don't have that.
But the thing is, like, sometimes I'll be wallowing. Yeah. I'm like, I want to wallow, shush. But like I know that like you said, like for certain things, that this isn't the end. This isn't the end. Yeah. Like I could go through something so mad, and I can be like, I'll be fine. Like something will happen. I'll come out of this. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like right now, it's really, really rubbish, but this ain't it. Like my name means victory. Okay,
hey, come on.
Wow.
Be victorious over here.
Okay.
Purr.
Yeah. No. I think I've had to teach myself how to be like that. How to kind of pick myself up. Sometimes when stuff does doesn't go like right. But I think for most of my life, I've been very like, when I didn't know God like that, I would value other people's opinions, and I think that gave me like mad social anxiety. Like, I would start like, even my friends, like even around friends, I'll be overthinking, like
they're all wearing black.
Not even wearing blue. Oh my gosh, something like that. Something like even now, I got to even it happened to me. I got my friend invited me to like a dinner, and then she said, "Okay, everybody dress nice, dresses, come." Oh, so me and my 3 friends. So gladly, I walked in with some of my friends. Some of my friends walked in, and we walk in and everyone's in jeans, and then we're like, huh? And then I was like, wait, what? Like,
it's a conspiracy.
The birthday girl's in a dress, and then there's a few other people that are in dresses, but like most people are literally in jeans and a top. And I was like, you said dress nice. We are here in dresses, heels, everything. And I just felt so like kind of almost embarrassed, but like, it's not that deep. My friends are like, I was like, you know what? It's not that deep. She's just nice still. There's a few people that still just nice. So it's like, they're underdressed. I don't really care. So, yeah.
Take it. That's their approach. But the reason why I asked that, because it's a segue question, but because what I found with myself, and again, something I'm working on, but have you found your self-doubt seep into doubting God?
Spicy question.
Yeah, I came with the interview.
You getting ready? The backpack. You got the backpack. Yeah, definitely. But then, I feel like for me it's the same thing. It's like in a split second I'd be like, oh yeah, but look at all the other things he's done for me though. Like, so I can't help but think of, and I think sometimes like people find it annoying because like they'll say something and I'll be like, his account to that though. I'm quite like that, but sometimes I do sit there and I'm like, yeah, God, why though? Like, but then I'm also like, here's a plan though, like, so.
It took me a while to come to that realization that he had a plan. And then we all know like, oh, God has a plan.
People say it all the time. He's
but it took
Romans 8:28, Jeremiah 29.
Like we know the verses, we've heard about it in church, you know what I mean? I know God has a plan for me, but like, do I know, like, is it so instilled in me that whenever stuff happens, I know that it's, you know what I mean? I think I came to that realization in quarantine, I think, and then I just watched Michael Todd. He had a Crazy Faith series, and I watched it and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna watch Netflix until I finish this series. So I watched it like a TV show, kind of. Well, it was on YouTube, innit?
It was like 20
yeah, like there was like 20 episodes. I was like, oh my God, this is like a whole season. Like, let me watch it, binge it. Basically, I was watching it, like, and then there was just, I don't know what happened, but from the beginning to the end, something just changed. And I think when you just have, like, when your faith is strong, like stuff like self-doubt, it's just like broken. It can be shaken off like so quick. Because I think when I doubt myself, I'm like, okay, so now when I doubt myself, after I've been through that, and then like I fasted after that as well, and I've gone through this journey, it's like, okay, but I know that, but my God did this, he did this, and it's like, I don't know, it depends on what works for you, to be honest. I'm a very like TV person. I realized that TV blocks and like Netflix, I use it to drown out the noise sometimes of like life, just use it to escape. So then I had to like remove that and like tune into God.
Yeah, sometimes you got to rip off the band-aid.
Yeah.
For it to heal, like, you can only like
you can only run for so long.
Do you know what I mean?
You can only run for so long. You need to remove the obstacles.
Yeah, lactic acid gets to your leg.
Literally, like, nah, it's hard. Like, you actually have to look at God like face on.
Yeah.
I think that's where he's brought me. Really. I think because you see, when you asked me one of the first questions you asked me was about what have I been listening to lately, and it's not because I don't like music. It's just because nothing. I'm just tired of everything. Like just TV, everything, TV, YouTube. I'll be watching Love Island here and then. But for the most part, I'm just like just even my media intake has just dropped dramatically just because it's just tired. Like it's just tiring. Like I know in theory that I need God in terms of like I think where the direction is probably taking me is like reading His word more and stuff like that because that's our daily bread. But like I feel like that's probably where it's trying to really like get me to now. So that for sure I do think He's the solution.
I think we all know that God, like we all need God, but it's like how
when it happens,
what is the way that's best for me? Do you know what I mean? Because we all, it's like in school, we all can learn, like we all need to learn, we all need to learn this chapter or whatever, but how is it best? Like, are you a visual learner? Are you are you a person who used to write it down loads of times? Are you a person that needs to listen to the words? Like, what type of learner are you? I feel like that's the same thing with God, like how we digest God. Are you a person that needs to watch something? Are you a person that needs to read the Bible? I think everyone needs to read the Bible, but like,
because sometimes people would like to listen.
Yeah, some listen to the Bible. I think, because I wasn't a big reader. I won't lie to you. I struggled, like just to read in general. Like I was never a books person. Like, but when I read, I don't know. I just started somewhere, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna start here, and then every day I forced myself to read at least a chapter. And then I just feel like, wow, this is mad interesting. Like, it's like movie, it felt like watching EastEnders or something like that.
Sometimes it's like a movie. Like you're like, you can almost imagine the people
doing what they're doing. You're like, oh my God, he did that. And then, oh my, like, no, like, there'll be times.
Some of the stories are bizarre.
Literally, there'll be times where I'll be reading. I call my mum, be like, oh my gosh, mum, like, do you read? Like, she's already, she knows the Bible. Didn't know? She knows the Bible off by heart. I'm like, mum, like, you know this part? Like, she'll be like, yeah. And I'm like, oh my God. It actually happened, like, just left the, like, with the Levite's daughter and stuff like that. What? What do you call it? He was punished, and so his daughter got left outside, like, they locked outside, like, the house, and then his enemies came, and they all, like, just, like,
rubbish the whole place.
Yeah. It was sad. And I was like, oh my God, like, she didn't deserve that, but it was because of his actions. I was like, wow, the Bible's so graphic, and it's like mad. And there's a story for everyone in there.
Yeah, definitely. And because they're humans, you get to empathize with like how they felt at the moment. You know, like when David cries out to God, you're like,
wow,
don't let befall.
Nah, man.
And one more thing I was gonna say, it was cool because when you were talking about what's it called? Sometimes you feel like you're in a dark room, and like self-doubt is really I think that's because like we often like turn that way where God's that way and his light is over there, and we, because of everything that's happening, you get pushed. It's like wind, and you just keep moving, and you feel like it's getting darker and darker, and you forget to turn around. And
also I think there's a different perspective they can throw in there. I think because faith is even where you find the definition in the Bible, it's in Hebrews, where it talks about faith being hope. What's that verse? Faith being hope unseen. You know the
it's
verse.
That seeing without believing without seeing.
So I think sometimes being in a dark place is where God operates.
Oh yeah,
the best, because it's like
sometimes
like you don't know. You have to at that point you have to be attentive.
Yeah, it's kind of like with the TV and that. Like you're just sitting down, just waiting for him to speak.
You have to be attentive. You have to know. Yeah, at that point, because all your senses are numb.
Yeah, you're right.
So now you have to listen to him to know where you need to go.
Yeah.
And that's where
that's true.
So like the next step, if I take a next step, there might be no ground to work on, but that next step, if you're listening to him, he's there to guide, and it's that leap of faith.
Yeah.
Of knowing that he's gonna be there to take you to the other side. So it all depends. Perspective to it.
I think, finally, I just want to say, I think when you're about the Bible thing and with self-doubt, I think I had to identify what was it that was making me be further from God. Was it that I don't remember who he is? I don't remember. Is it that I I feel like I don't know him or something like that. And then I think different parts of the Bible speak to you. Like if you don't know him or you feel like I don't know who he is in my life anymore or anything like that. I read like the gospel. I read like Acts about the Holy Spirit and how the Holy Spirit just came and impacted like the disciples and the church and stuff like that. And then if I need to know Jesus, or if I need to know like, okay, like I feel what can he do? Then you read like John, Gospels, them things there. So yeah.
But yeah, thanks for coming.
Thank you so much. This is so good.
It was a good episode. Very nice deep dive into certain things. We gotta get you back again at some point. Talk about some more stuff. Yeah. But yeah, we appreciate you.
No, thank you.
But yeah, so we have focused the dates and the times and whatever is gonna be on screen. Make sure you follow Manny, follow us, follow Apex Youth Dagenham on Instagram, get to know some
and
stuff.
on TikTok now.
And on TikTok. Jeez, you already know the vibes. And also what we got going on. Oh, be on your D's and Q's. We need some, come on. And that comes from following Instagram, seeing what's up.
Snapchat, Instagram, DM us your questions.
So we'll see you guys next time. It was a lovely time. Thanks for coming once again.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're tapping out. Bye guys.